Hello everyone, welcome to Elliott Wave Forex.com YouTube channel. This is Henry. Today is Friday, July the 3rd, and the time is around 3 a.m. GMT. So today we will be looking at the chart of Google. This is a short-term chart here. It's a 15 minutes chart. Now sometimes we show you a short-term time frame like this, not because we want to go into a very short-term time frame, but for presentation purpose, sometimes it looks better if we downgrade instead of showing the full 60 minutes chart, for example. Okay, so right here, what we have here in Google, we have the pullback to 1,351, ending with 4, and currently we have resumed higher again in Google, or Alphabet now, the name, and we should be looking for the upside now as far as the pullback stays above this 1,351. And this rally here, up from this with 4, will be ending with 1 of 5 over here, and then from there we will get a pullback in 3 waves to correct this rally from June 29th, followed up by more upside within the wave 5. So as far as the pullback stays above 1,351 here, then we will be looking at further upside in Alphabet, right? So we do like more upside overall. Now let's zoom out, take a look at all the various possibilities, and I will first of all zoom out to the 4-hour chart. Now this is without all the labels. If you do want to check all the time frame, other stocks, or even Alphabet in different time frames, you can always try our service. We have 14 days free trial. We also got a promotion right now, the 4th of July, which will expire on Monday. So if you do plan to subscribe, this will be a good time to get 2 months for the price of 1. Okay, so all the links will be provided in the video. So we can see here in the 4-hour chart now, if I place this 4 and C here, the 4-hour, then this is the position of the 4 and C. So we got 3 here, and this is a C, so that means it's a 5 waves. You can see partially this 3, 4, 5 here, so that will be 3, 4, 5 here. So this looks like a 5 waves down. So a lot of people they only rely on the 5 waves. So when they see a 5 waves down like this, they think it must have another leg lower because it is 5 waves. Well, just because it is 5 waves doesn't automatically 100% guarantee you get another extension, right? Because in this case, yes, you can have a 5 waves down here, but it could be part of a flat, which a lot of people do not understand this concept here, and that there is this thing called expanded flat, which is actually a corrective structure. In this case, you got A, and then the B breaks above the 3, and then you got another leg lower C. So you can have a 5 waves. That doesn't really guarantee this is bearish. So in this case, you got a 5 waves down, only to break higher again, breaking above that previous peak. All right. So if this is a 4 and this is a flat and this is a 3, so what this is telling us then is that we are still within the same cycle from March low, the COVID-19 low. So somewhere along the way, this has to be 1, 2, and this is 3, 4, and then 5. Now if we take a look at this pullback here, it does look a little bit too big when you compare with the rest of the rally, right? So of course, you can question, you can ask a question. Well, is this really 3 and 4? Can it be 1 and 2, for example, right? Can it be 1 and 2? Because the pullback looks to be a little bit too big. But if it is a 1 and 2, we also got a problem, because then that means this 2 here is too shallow. You can argue it is too shallow to correct the entire rally if it is 1 and 2, right? Besides, if you take a look at charts like, for example, take a look at Apple. It also breaks to a new high, but take a look at this. Now, it has barely visible pullback after bottoming in the March 23rd. It's really hard for me to tell you, oh, this is a 1 and 2 somewhere here, or 1 and 2 somewhere here, you know, from the lows, or 1 and 2 here, right? So Apple here is telling me it is most likely still within the same cycle from March low. So in a similar way, if you take a look at Google, right? If you take a look at Google, then or Alphabet, yes, this pullback seems to be a little bit too big. However, calling this 1 and 2 is also a problem because it's too shallow. And secondly, if you take a look at other technology stocks, it doesn't look like Apple, right? It doesn't look like a 1 and 2 in Apple. All right, so a 3 and 4, which is basically saying we are still within the same cycle from March low, seems reasonable. So now we are now within the wave 5, right? And this could be ending only with 105. Now, what will be the alternate? Well, the alternate will always be that instead of ending with 105 here, that could be your entire wave 5. Now, if this is your entire wave 5, what happens is we will end very soon this entire rally from the March low, right? We have been in like a 3 months rally now, right? 3 months rally since we bottom. So we could be ending this entire rally in 5 waves, then starts to pick a pullback like this. Maybe it can go back to the previous wave 4 in one lesser degree, or it can go to even 50% of the entire correction. Then after that, we can extend higher again because it is an impulse, right? So that's the idea in Alphabet here. So we are still we prefer to take the bullish stance here because you can see right side up against this June 29 in the first degree. Okay, and if this pivot gives up or if this fails, then the second possibility is that we have ended the entire cycle from March low as a 5 waves, and then we will be correcting in a larger 3S pullback to correct the entire rally. Okay, now looking at the daily now, we are close to breaking to new all-time high. This is the pre-COVID-19 high in Google. Now remember, we have broken above that in many other high-tech stocks, so it's not like something that is going to be very, very big thing if it happens in Alphabet, because that happens already in Netflix, Amazon, and many of the other high-tech stocks, right? So again, we're still calling this as the same cycle from March low as a 5 waves. Then after that, we're gonna get pullback in 3 waves and then higher again. So ideally here, we will be ending a 5 waves up. Ideally, okay, so ideally we will be ending the 5 waves up, and it breaks to new all-time high. So this way we sort of confirm we have broken to new all-time high, and then we can get a pullback after that before higher again. So that will further confirm that the correction is over in the March low, and then we have resumed higher again. Okay, so that's the idea for Alphabet, and I'll see you all again next week. Okay, and have a good weekend to all of you.